Alright, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're here with the Newcastle United career modes part 25 tonight. We're entering the January transfer window very, very soon, so that is going to be interesting to see if we do indeed pick up some players. Probably not, to be honest with you, because the funds are low, because as you guys know, the board have just treat us like absolute piss, basically. During this career mode so far, I've somehow made 123 million in profit, and I still only have 26 million to spend, which for the players that I want just simply isn't enough, is it? No one I'm getting here for 26 million, absolutely no chance. But we've got a few games to play through. We have 3 games to play through, in fact, until we get to the January transfer window, which could see a lot of players being sold. I think Ismail Assar, I just recently put up on the transfer list. This PS5 camera's doing me nappering. Boydie, welcome to the stream, welcome. So I just recently put Ismail Assar up on the transfer list for a player that I'm willing to sell now. We've found a better player. Doku has been in tremendous form for us. There is now no need to keep Sal. Sal is injured too many times. He never fully recovers from his injuries either, and I think this is the end of the road for him. He was in fact the very first player that I signed for this team as well, so he's lasted nearly 4 whole seasons, but unfortunately it's the injuries. Madueke is going down the same path. Exceptionally good player. Signed him at the start of season 3. Incredible player. One of the best I've used on FIFA, but I just can't be bothered to deal with the injuries any longer. He's injured for 3 months. He comes back, he plays 5-6 good games, gets injured. He's out for another 3 months. It's just continuing in that pattern, and I can't be bothered to deal with it anymore. So, Noni Madueke may also be leaving. Lazaro, I think I'm going to keep as a backup. Although if I can get any transferred, like decent negotiations from, then I think I'll just end up selling them. Munoz is obviously out to stay. Only signed him this year. Target, I think, is going to stay, because to be quite honest with you, he's battling for the position over Lodi. These two have been going at it all season so far. Lodi's just that tad bit better, which you would expect anyway. Dan Burns retiring at the end of the season, of course, which is very sad, because this has been his best season. His best season has been his last. Pope is on his way out. I think a new goalkeeper in the summer will be good. We'll keep Pope as a backup. Gillespie will probably just leave the team on a free, to be honest. There's pointless in selling them. Araujo, obviously out to stay, the best centre-back we currently have. Trippier, of course, he's going to stay at the club until he retires, which he was considering retirement last season, so I've got a feeling he might retire in the next season, which is a massive shame. Saw, of course, like I just said, he's on the transfer list, hopefully going out of the club in January. He's worth 70 million, so I'm expecting some big deals. Carrasco, he out to stay, not got a problem with him. Paqueta, arguably the best player on the team, he out to stay. Merino, he out to stay, only signed him this season. Diaby, mixed emotions, but I would say that he's better than Alan St-Maximin, so we are just going to kind of keep him in that position, but he's a player I could see me letting go in future seasons if we continue. Nunez, obviously out to stay, he's 21 goals in like however many games. Who else we got to go through? Doku, obviously signed him this season, being quality, he's going to be the replacement for Ismail Assar. Tamsy, welcome to the stream, you alright? Luca Bacchio was signed this season. Don't have a problem with him, he just hasn't played that much because his performances when he's playing just simply aren't good enough. He's a decent backup. Shelby, he's going to stay until he retires probably. Joe Linton could be on his way out. I think I'm going to start playing him a little bit more. But I do think Joe Linton could be sold in the summer. If not, January. I could see it happening. And Mbemba obviously signed this season, just not that good. Dan Burn is better. That's why he starts over him. He's a decent backup. I went over Torres. Yeah, it's a bit of a thing on the whole team. Cass as well, I mean, he's never going to play. I've accepted a ton of deals for him, but he's just not being sold for some reason. Right, what games do I have to go through today? We have Leeds away. We've got a Carabao Cup game against Crystal Palace. Got Southampton at home. I mean, the form kind of did drop off towards the end of the last episode. 3 draws in a row, which isn't great. Cup game against Palace. I don't know what that's in. Are we still in the Carabao Cup? I'm gonna have to have a little nebby nosy. Yeah, it is the Carabao Cup Quarterfinals actually. This is one trophy I haven't won so far. We've won an FA Cup. That's it. So definitely a thing I want to look into. Oh yeah, we won a Community Shield as well. If you class that really. Oh yeah, I've got another game against Palace, City, United. City and United, the 2 biggest games in the whole career mode really. We need to sign Target in real life. Yeah, we do. Target is class. He is. I just can't see it happening. I can't see it going through. But I can at the same time. There's things that says I don't think we're going to be signing them, but I think we are at the same time. I don't know. It's really mixed emotions, to be honest, with Matt Target. Right, we're going to give Saul with possibly one of his last games. I'm going to start... Actually, do I start Luca Bacchio? I don't know. I'm going to go with Luca Bacchio in for Diaby this game. Jolin, I'm going to slip in there. There's so many changes that need to be made because of stamina, isn't it? So we could struggle this game, definitely. Best left back I've seen play for us since I've been alive. Basically, yeah. In the little time that he's had, he's been quality, I suppose. Definitely. Right, I forgot what I was going on about now, to be honest with you, but I think I've sorted the start lineup out. There's so many players that needed to be dropped due to stamina, I suppose. Lodi is one of the players that needs to come out. Doku, I don't want to put in because of his stamina, to be fair, so I think Doku's just going to have to stay on the bench for this game. Lazar, Jesus Christ, not Lazar. Didn't he leave on a free? That's what I did. Jamal Lewis, yes. Best left back that we've had, of course. Right. Leeds United. I don't even have my headset ready. Fucking hell. Nah, right. Savia actually wasn't that bad, but he just wasn't good enough to get game time, I suppose. Or it's just whoever was managing at the time just didn't want to play. Either one. Yeah, Savia absolutely robbed us from wages, I suppose. How many appearances did he even make? I swear he didn't make like too many. It's going to be interesting to have Luca Bacchio in, I'll tell you. Oh, Sark's made a good run there, I just couldn't get it to him. What a shot, oh. Side net. Why is everyone obsessed with Shelby? He's not that bad. Why are parents some of the most annoying but loving things I've ever seen and heard of in my entire life? My whole household knows that I'm streaming right now, but they just don't give a toss to it. It's went straight through as that as, lads. Fucking hell. Okay, shout mode, please. I love your videos. Manchester United edits. Well, there you go. I suppose I've just said your name. I appreciate that message, mate. I appreciate it. Fucking hell. Imagine vaping, Tomsy. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, man. It's just a bit silly, isn't it, though? You don't get anything from it. Not gonna lie. It's one thing I do disagree on with you. Go on, hit it first time. Already does. Well, I don't know why. It's just a bit of a waste of fucking time. What do you get out of it? Absolutely nothing. It's not fun. It's just a bit of shit. Whereas alcohol, you do actually get something out of it. So I used to smoke tabs. I did. But I realised that, I mean, why am I doing it? I'm just I'm doing it to try and fit in with everyone else, and it just clearly, it's just a load of shit. And it wasn't nice either, so. Beautiful challenge from Trippier, that. We are struggling here. Barely have an attempt. It's a shame, Stamina's just hit us, but I do need players for massive games. I mean, this game is huge, I suppose, but we've got City and United coming up very soon, which is even bigger. Yeah, so back stick, I suppose. Oh, it's a terrible ball. It's just lofted too much. You just need a pinging ball straight into Carrasco. That's all you need. Tamsy, you literally started having a go that you've had like 6 cans of dog fruits and that you're absolutely mortal, so don't come up with that shit. And you can also get pissed off absolutely any alcohol, just depends on how much you consume. On the day that I was that, I might have consumed more than I do, usually. Which is why I was pissed. It's Chromebook, actually. I've definitely seen you because you've sent us voice messages and everything of you drinking Strongbow and acting pissed. Either acting pissed or being pissed from it, I don't know, but. Tell you what, lads, I'm not taking no shit today. He was drinking Copperbeer after the match. Well, there you fucking go, Tamsy. So now have a fucking go at me. And was 8 cans, right? I mean, I had, it was either 9 or 10 cans of Copperberg at the weekend. It's nothing to be like really proud of or anything, you know. It's Newcastle smashed Arsenal 2-0. Newcastle way better than Arsenal. Well, yeah, for that one game, we'll come back next season and we'll do what we usually do against Arsenal, won't we? It'll be the exact same Newcastle as what we used to, which I wouldn't be surprised. Nah, I think Newcastle are on a good ascending trip, to be honest with you. At 13 on Saturday. Yeah, I think it was 9 or 10 cans, but I mean I felt perfectly fine. It's just that's like the equivalent to only like 4 or 5 pints because there were the small cans as well. So there's nothing to be proud of. Oh, I drink alcohol. Wow. Some people may like certain kinds of alcohol just because it might have 4% of alcohol in it. Doesn't mean, oh, he's drinking pop or whatever. It's just a nice tasting alcohol beverage. Should do that Tamsy, to be fair, but obviously you need to be 18. So I'll be able to do that next season. I'm 18 in November, so as soon as I turn 18. Oh, lovely. What a pass. Carrasco, you've took your time. You've also took the piss. Go on. Oh, the keeper's off the line. He's missed. I apologise for my statement. You should apologise for the statement. It's a daft statement. It's a very daft statement. I mean, Jesus, me mother still drinks bloody Copperberg. It's literally, it tastes like pop, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? So it actually tastes nice. Most alcohol does not taste nice at all. Also, beers is one thing I can't get into. This are they called elf bars? I've never understood the obsession with them, to be honest with you. They do more harm than good. They are in the long term more harmful than a cigarette because they've got double the amount of nicotine or something, so you get more addictive to them, so you have more of it. I've never understood the thing with that, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm gonna take Sorfi's a load of bollocks. It really is. One of these is gonna have to come off, but I can't risk it. I've already made a sub as well this game, so that's gonna have to be the last one. Elux bars. I mean, yeah, it's just the flavours, but like, it's doing more harm than good. You could just stay away from that, and then you'd be much better off than having it at all. I think if you can get like ones with zero nicotine in them, yeah, I suppose. I mean, you're still taking in all the harmful chemicals. It's better than smoking, I suppose. But I've still just never really understood the obsession with it, to be honest. Everyone does their own thing. It's not something I'd personally do. I'm fucking am I 2-0 down or 3-0 down? I'm 2-0 down the Leeds. I mean, this is piss poor from the team. As soon as this team has no stamina, we're turning from Norwich. We just can't do anything. We can't attack, we can't defend, we can't do anything, we can't hold the ball. Not like that. To be honest, Newcastle might Europa League next if the Newcastle should buy no, we shouldn't. Roberto, is that the Brighton goalkeeper? Because if it is, no, we shouldn't. Because he's just not better than Dubravka. Carrasco, mate, you haven't got all the time in the world, mate. We're 2-0 down, there's 78 minutes on the clock. This passing's daft. It's brilliant from Diaby. Flick on. Lovely. Carrasco, don't take your time. It's the exact thing that he's going to do. He's going to get the pass off though. Diaby. Lovely finish. It's way too late. Way too late now. Another Portuguese who played for the France team. I don't know who that is, mate, unfortunately. I don't think I've ever heard of him. It'll be very interesting to see what Newcastle do in the summer, though, honestly. Or just every other transfer window from now on, like even the January ones. Everyone can be like, "Ooh, we're getting Paqueta and that." We might not. We might. You just can't tell. No one thought we'd get bloody Merino or Trippier and all this, so you just can't tell what Eddie Howe's next move is going to be. Don't tell them your next move, I suppose. Oh, it's a terrible ball. Go on. Joe Linton. I guess Nunez doesn't have a shooting boots on today. He tried to pinch your program. It's That's the best thing I've heard all day, to be honest. What was the Liverpool score? Can't City win the league today or something? The Liverpool don't win.
Some questions regarding the match?
Oh, it's 2-1 Liverpool. Fucking hell, who scored? Oh, it's Matip as well. Of course it would be. It's a joke, that. Liverpool are winning. Alright, undefeated run is now defeated. Leeds United. It's just not even a good team. I simply didn't have my best players ready and fit enough.
Thanks.
Right, Carabao Cup time against Crystal Palace, quarterfinals. We're going to do a live sim of this. We have absolutely niche stamina. We are going to have to do a bit of wrestling here. I'm going to have to put Target in. Right back. Just to suit the bays. Okay, Doku in for Saw. Saw just simply isn't good enough. I have Luca Bacchio in. Gonna have Shelby in, I think. Just in there. Gonna have Joe Linton at centre attack and mid. Nunes up front. Right. That should do it. Come on the bays. Who is this guy that sits behind you? Irish bloke. Now, the thing that annoys me with that, though, all these Irish people are not getting, like, tickets to see Newcastle. Like, some of the, like, Scottish people and that will get season tickets, right? I fully support you in that, because, I mean, that's class support. But, like, I want a season ticket. I'm from Newcastle. These are some of the people who will get, like, a season ticket and just normal tickets to a game over the people like me. Thank you, Manchester United edits, mate. Hope to see you later on one of my other streams. Appreciate you coming around. Stay safe, you too. Thanks for coming around, man. I didn't even have a look at the Palace side. I know they've got a decent side. Zaha, Watkins, So had a solo over in the previous game against them. I'm gonna have to watch Darwin Núñez's stamina, yeah. Now, I don't like how Renan Loddy has been our best player so far. You said no. Why'd you think that? We started Steve Bruce, there was no news about the takeover. I couldn't afford it because my mum said she's just not buying us one, so I mean that physically couldn't have got one anyway. Darwin Núñez scores 1-0. If you wanted one that much, you'd make sure you got one. It isn't my fault if I can't get into the queue before some Irish and Scottish twats. It's not my fault at all. I'll try my very best to get one this season, but I'm not very positive about it. Yellow card for Doku. He's gave away a free kick in a dangerous position. Look at Núñez. That's a terrible ball. Okay, off time. Not too bad, not too bad. Núñez with the goal. Kind of turned things around. Doku's been horrendous by the looks of things. I think Doku might be one of the first to come off. It was a difficult moment, but we did it. Why would I spend money on that, though? Why would I do that? Why would I willingly spend money? I don't care how much I support my team. Why would I willingly spend money to not see a win or even like maybe even a point-ish in 14 games? Why would I do that? Why would I put myself through that? Why would I spend the money on that? I know everyone's like, ooh, you're not a loyal fan then. I don't give a shit. I'm spending the money at the end of the day. They've got to go back. Right. Time to jump in. Try and get a winning goal. True fans. Okay. Ah, come on. It's beautiful, lad. Doku. Nunez is in. He's about to come off as well. It's 2! And he's onside. 2-1. As soon as I've jumped in from the sim. Doku, beautiful pass. Literally the two players I want subbed off. I mean, Nunez is going off because of stamina. Doku's been horrendous though. But now he's just bagged an assist. 2-1. We might be going to the semis. It's not quite Wembley. We'll love a game at Wembley. We're 2-2 at Wembley now, actually. In the modern day era of Newcastle United. Won the FA Cup. And won the Community Shield there as well. Oh yeah, and won the FA Cup semis, if that even like classes towards anything. So I haven't lost a game at Wembley. Wait, the semis are at Wembley, aren't they? Am I just making that up? That's terrible. Miggy was actually really good yesterday, to be honest. I would have given Miggy man the match. Well, there's so many players I would have given man the match to be honest. But Miguel Almiron really stood out yesterday. I like to see him pushing on through everything. They've got to go back. No, they haven't. Pope's come out and won it. It's good to see it, but he just needs to keep the consistency up, really. If he can do that, he can be a solid little player forward. Judging by some of the players that could be coming in, obviously not in the starting lineup, but could definitely be a crucial player for filling in injuries, for when players are injured. Lovely pass that. Joe Linton. Save. Filling in injuries and just things like bringing him off the bench with like 20 minutes there, 15-20 minutes. He's got fresh legs, he runs for days. Stuff like that. You just fill him in for it, really. I wouldn't say there's really a need of getting rid of him. Without this apparent release clause that he has, I don't think he's got anything really worth it toward his name to even sell. Really. How have we let that go through? Lottie's going to win it anyway. Oh my days. Go on, Burn. Beautiful. That is class. Diaby can't get the pass off. What did Miggy do? Miggy actually done a lot, to be honest. Judging from where you sat, I'm not surprised you just couldn't see a lot from him. But honestly, on the telly, he was doing a lot. These are the little things that you mustn't pick up during the game, to be honest. Right, I'm going to bring Saw on here. We're really struggling stamina-wise. I can't even sign in Kunku. I haven't got enough money if you're on about for career mode. Not even going to pass it. What a save from Pope that is. We see everything. Well, when I saw that, I didn't see everything. You couldn't even see what was happening at the Gallagher end, to be fair. Miggy honestly did do a lot. If you just look back through it, if there's like full match highlights or something, you'd be able to see it. Lovely from Diaby, sums this game up, 3-1. We're going to the semi-finals. I don't know if it's a chance of playing City United, fucking better not be, because I've played them like 3 times already this season. I can't be asked to play them again. It's too much stress. He was always offside. A lot of other players were always offside as well. Why are you just listening to Miggy for that? I think Callum Wilson was offside more than Miguel Almiron. There was also a lot of other players who were offside. But it's just Miguel Almiron, you realise. Because everyone's performances apparently outshine us, or whatever your excuse is going to be for hating on Miguel Almiron this time. I'm not saying he's a great player, I'm not saying he's a class player, I'm not saying he's world class or anything like that. Whatever you want to make up there, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he has some very underappreciated performances and puts in a lot of effort for the team. Longstaff played well. Longstaff played alright, yeah. I think, I don't know, Longstaff said he doesn't want to re-sign a contract, obviously, but he obviously could change his mind at some point. Offer Saw here, 86 million. I might just straight up accept that. His market value is 72.5. I might just accept this. We're going to negotiate more. It's because he's PR shit and off us now. Okay. I'm not going to argue anymore about it, to be honest with you, because I don't really feel like you back up any point that you say. You just say that he's shit. Lennon, hello mate, welcome to the stream. Let's see if we can do 95.5, lads. Oh, I've just got 95 million for Ishmael Assar. I signed him for 30. Wow. Villarreal won him. Oh, interesting. This is the team we sold Alan St. Maximin to. Oh no, that was Valencia. I'm mixing them up. I could try and get a player, you know. A Kone. Kone could be decent. Oh. Oh. Jonathan David. Jonathan David could be a decent one. Thiago. This is a solid little team. Kyle Walker Peters. Do need a future right back. Right, let's try and get a little bit more than what? 98 million. We've even beaten the other deal with Milan, Inter Milan, so I hope that one goes through instead. Paqueta's in Newcastle, yeah, I know. 1 goal, 0 assists this season, that's awful for an attacking player. Look at what Chris Wood offered us. Fuck all. Don't make up the shit of, oh, he headed the ball on to whoever the fuck he headed the ball on to that created an opportunity or something like that. Don't start that shit. Chris Wood is terrible. And Callum Wilson has already played better than Chris Wood in the... How many minutes is it? Like just over 110 minutes that he's had in the past like 4 or 5 months. He's already played better than Chris Wood. Right, game against, this is Southampton, isn't it? Yes, Southampton in the league, okay. It's going to be a game that I live sim. Saw possibly might have just played his last game there against Crystal Palace, even if he did even play. I don't think I even played him. I'm going to have Joe Linton come in for Carrasco. Lodgy played well. No need dropping him. Trippier's back. Everyone's been rested. Very nice to see. I bring Munoz up, in fact. Saw that might be it for Saw. He's just gone now. Pretty much. Listen, there's the goal about the mod, but maybe he's even worse than Woods. Mickey is not fucking worse than Chris Wood. Come on, Jesus Christ. 2-1 Sheffield United, get in. Wait, does that... wait, are Sheffield through? Oh. Oh, it's 3-3 on aggregate, okay. Wait, so is it going to extra time now? Morgan Gibbs-White, I called it Morgan Gibbs-White would score. I called that. And now I do want to say not in the Premier League. That's the only problem with this. But I wouldn't mind seeing Sheffield. I feel like they really do deserve it with the team they've put together. Since, I mean, they lost their manager, they lost all that kind of stuff. Backroom staff, the lot. Liverpool win 2-1, so the title race is still on. City just need to either... How do I word this? So the max points Liverpool can get is 92, so City need to win their game. If City lose or draw and Liverpool win, that's it. Liverpool have won the title. It's going to be mad. Merino's got a brace already. What other games do I have? I want to see Morgan Gibbs-White's stats. I need to see his stats. I swear it... Well, he is playing up front, to be fair. 11 goals, 10 assists this season in the Championship. Wow. What an underrated season. 11 goals with 10 assists. I don't know if he's been playing up front the whole season, but he's played up front today. He's managed to score from it as well. He can't kick a ball longer than 30 yards. Not a lot of people on the team can, to be honest with you. Yet again, you're just singlising Miggy in this, if that's a word. How would I say it? You're like breaking Miguel Almiron away from the rest of the team that also can't fucking pass a ball more than 30 yards. There's not a lot of wingers in the league who can pass the ball more than 30 yards. In fact, 30 yards is actually quite a distance to pass the ball in the first place. Bob Neary, welcome to the stream, mate. Because he's shite. There you go. You can't back up your point, you're just saying because he's shite. Miggy is shit, there you go. You cannot back up your point to what you're saying. We've been on about this before. You are just saying he's bad. Not realising a lot of the little nimble stuff that he does for the team that can get us wins. The amount of possession that he won back from Arsenal in that game was class. 30 yards is now. 30 yards is not out. In fact, not a lot of players can pass that. If you look at the Newcastle team, and if you look at what happened yesterday. Stat-wise, we're all over these, yeah. Merino's having a class game. Who's having the worst? Rojo. Don't know if that's because there's been nothing to do defensively. Dan Burn has a lot of stuff going on there with his rating, though. Pope seems to be having a good game as well. When he's needed, he's there, to be honest. Yellow card for Joe Linton. Right, we'll make subs now, I think. I'm going to do Carrasco in for Paqueta. We need to rest these players when we can. So Carrasco in for Paqueta. And Shelvey in for Joe Linton. I don't want Joe Linton getting subbed. I think I'm going to play Joe Linton in the next game as well. It was a good game yesterday, yeah, it was. It was. It's a very good game. One of the best, if not the best, performance I've seen from Newcastle when I've been watching them either live on the telly or been there. It's just absolutely everything was basically spot on with the performance. Freddie, hello, welcome to the stream. Fraser's 5'4", it doesn't matter about your height. You're telling me Miguel Almiron is shit because he can't kick a ball more than 30 yards. That automatically makes the player shit. Might as well make the last sub now. Have them subs even happened? Oh, yeah, they have. Just. Do a target on Folody. And probably not happen that one. Well, we've been all over them, really. Chances created. The shots, the possession. Being a straightforward game. Right, and it'd be a lot more confusing if I was playing, but there we go. 2-0 win. Merino brace early on. Gets us the 3 points. City win. I don't know if United played. Did I just see Barnsley beating Chelsea? Yeah, they actually have. All he does is run offside. Callum Wilson had more offsides called against him yesterday than Miguel Almiron. Does that make him shit? Thoughts on Tottenham in the Champions League? Well, they're not there yet. They could bottle it against Norwich, which would be very funny. But it's good for them. It's good for them. I think Spurs will have another decent run. I mean, I can't see Spurs getting to the final. I'm not saying that. But I think Spurs will have a good run in the Champions League, especially with a manager that thrives in the Champions League like Conte. I think he's going to do a brilliant job with them. It depends, obviously, who he brings in the summer. That all goes down to, like I said, like the players he's bringing in the summer, like what he's doing with the team over the pre-season. I'd draw that Ed Sheeran on the wing. Say, now you're being daft and you're not having an actual adult conversation about the team. Knox actually does things when he's on. Fucking hell. This is boring. Oh, we've got Palace again. How many times is this? We've got Arsenal in the Carabao Cup as well. Norwich in the... God, the City game's been pushed forward. We've got Norwich in the FA Cup. Oh, first game there. How many times have we played Palace? So 1, 2, 3. Don't you dare tell me I've played them before this. 3 times. I'm sick of them. They're probably still in the Carabao Cup, are they? Or have I just knocked them out? I'm pretty sure I've just knocked them out. Southampton Stoke. Well, I think I've won a Carabao Cup. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Stoke beat Bournemouth on penalties. Arsenal just got through, mind you. Southampton managed to beat Chelsea. Arsenal knocked out United. Chelsea knocked out Liverpool. Wow. And we knocked out City. I'm looking forward to that. Run and smile for no reason. Tamsy, your argument is absolutely pathetic. I'll just end it as that. It's pathetic. I'm not gonna lie. You back every single other player. I've even heard you say good stuff about fucking Paul Dummett. I've heard you say better stuff about Paul Dummett than Miguel Almiron. And I think that is absolutely atrocious. And you should be ashamed for that. For some reason you've got this thing with Paul Dummett that you love him. You probably hate him now, because that's a very typical Newcastle fan. Love a player 1 minute, they then hate him. Miguel Almiron comes into the team, everyone loves him. In fact, most fans still do. It's just, for some reason, you now hate him. Paul Dummett, you love. I can guarantee you now you hate him right now. I can guarantee you now you don't like Paul Dummett. But I remember streams where you said Paul Dummett's one of the best defenders. I think it was the best left back or something you said we've got. Something like that. Paul Dummett is a joke. Say your argument is utter shit. Kenton's finest, how could you hate him? Because he's fucking awful, that's why. Right, game against Crystal Palace. We're going to have to put a strong side up, but I do need to rest players for City, so I'm going to try and risk not playing Paqueta. I don't know how well this will go. Paqueta isn't going to play at all. I'm gonna reserve him for the game against City. He's not going to play at all. Luca Bacchio in for Diaby. I think Target in there for Lodi. Just going to have to try and risk that, I suppose. Crystal Palace at home, it's going to be a tough one. They beat us 2-1 away from home. He was at the start of the season. Now, do you hate Paul Dummett? It's so typical of a Newcastle United fan, it really is. Salty much? No, I'm just proving points. No one else is... Well, the arguments that everyone's saying, no one's like backing up their points or anything like that. It's a very typical Newcastle fan, to be honest. It's what Newcastle fans are turning into, if you didn't know. It's great defending there, it's not enough of it. Oh, we got Digne as well. Where have Crystal Palace got this money from? Who did they sell to get this kind of money? They still have Zaha. It was their highest valued player on their team. I doubt Conor Gallagher was high, but well, he was only there on loan as well. Doku, terrible pass. Richie was my favourite. I've never said Richie is my favourite player at Newcastle. Jesus Christ, don't be daft. I've always said that it's Miguel Almiron since he joined. Why so serious? I'm not being so serious. I'm just trying to prove points. We're all trying to have a decent debate about football, but when I've got deluded people in my chat, it doesn't really help, does it? You think City will retain the title, or do you think Aston Villa can... I think everyone's going on about that game with Aston Villa trying to beat City and that. I just it's not going to happen, is it? I mean, we had the same thing with Brighton against City, and I remember Glenn Murray scoring the goal first, and everyone was like, what? City could actually get embarrassed here and lose the title to Liverpool. City ended up winning, was it 4-1 or 5-1, something like that. I could see the same thing happen. I could see Aston Villa going 1-0 up. Kind of the same situation with West Ham. Obviously, they went 2-0 up. I can see West Ham going 1-0 up. Watch it be Coutinho as well. But yeah, it's Pep Guardiola. He knows what he's going to be doing. I'd say he knows what he's doing in a big game. Bottled it against Real Madrid, but it's a Premier League title. He's not gonna step down from it. It's Aston Villa. Aston Villa haven't been at their best recently. They were very good as soon as Gerrard come in, but they've kind of just slowed down a bit, haven't they, towards the end of the season. Target's done class, yeah. He can't shoot though, can he? Pull it back to Nunes, who does shoot and scores. Top goal scorer in the Premier League this season. He's breaking many records. I think he's already broken the hat-trick record for how many hat-tricks he's had in a Premier League season or whatever. You should be grateful you have done it. Jesus. See, this is when I know you're just being daft, so I'm not going to continue this debate. Should be grateful that we have every single player on the team, even Mark Gillespie, but just not Miguel Almiron. Oh, Merino's down injured. I knew this would happen. In a big game, and I've got big games coming up, I knew it would happen, and they're going to go and score because they won't kick the ball out. Oh, what a save from Bob. Merino is now injured. Great. He can still play football though, can't he? Nunes! It's 2-0. They deserve it for not kicking the ball out. Although I've now haven't got Merino for the City game, or probably the United game as well. Do you think Kevin should have taken the penalty against West Ham? I think there should be a rule of... this has been like a thingy, like a lot of people are saying there should be a rule of like whoever goes down in the box should take the penalty, like whoever gets the penalty given. How do you say it? You should get the penalty, like if you get fouled in the box you should, even if it's their centre back, if it's Harry Maguire he needs to take the penalty. I think that should be a written little rule. It'll stop a lot of these, like, because a lot of people complain, oh, Bruno Fernandes only scores pens and that. It will stop a lot of things like that, because the player who's going to get fouled the most in the box for United is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo, who obviously also wouldn't want taking a penalty if you're the opposing side. So United wouldn't be bothered by that, but, like, you know what I mean? If it's, say, from a corner, Maguire gets dragged down, or, I don't know, John Stones gets dragged down for City, he has to take the pen, then you're in a bit of bother. It'll stop a lot of them records of, oh, most of his goals in his career are penalties or what have you. It'll stop a lot of that. Give me a shout, please. I'm not really... I don't think you need a shout out, mate. What for? YouTube channel or... We'll welcome to the stream regardless. But I don't really know what you want to shout out of. I'm free to shout out like Instagrams and that, but like I don't know if you upload content to YouTube or what have you, but I think I might just play Merino the rest of the game, because I know if I take him off I'm not going to be able to use him for another 3 months. And if he can continue playing then it's not a problem, is it? He does only score from pens, he's awful. He's not awful. Awful's a very strong word. Or do I? Don't know whether I'll just bring him off. Well, in case he's not injured for the game, I'm just going to take him off. In case I can use him. So I don't waste his stamina. I think he was holding his elbow, so I think he's going to be out for 5 days, which he will end up missing the Manchester City game, which isn't very good, is it? This is the exact reason why I don't have Paqueta here at all, so I can't use him. So he doesn't get injured. Unless he got injured from coming to the game or whatever. I don't know. Palace have not been that good. They were very good at home. I really struggled. Luka Bacchio, that's a beautiful pass, that. Nunes. A little bit of skill in there. Yeah, again, just can't drive past this man, Nunes. He's so good at scoring, just can't get past his man, really. Joe Linton. Not the player I wanted to go to. Campaign at Romero. I'm not going to speak about Nunes. He's got like 24 this season already. Oh, I read it with Matt Target. That's brilliant. Oh, it's lovely, that. Nunes. Little thing into Carrasco. Can't get that pass off to Doku. Do you remember me from TikTok? I don't, Bob, mate. I don't. There's the TikTok's blown up so much recently. I will not remember singular names, to be honest, mate. If you've commented or what have you on one of my TikToks. It's nice to see people from the TikToks coming over to the YouTube channel, though. I do appreciate all that support. come on. Araujo isn't fast enough to keep up with Zaha. We've got to go back. Bruno is better than Fernandes. Yeah, for the half of the season that he's had.